Still hang out with me. All right, so like I said, no equipment required for today's class. We're gonna start with a little bit of deep breathing here. So plant your feet on the ground, sit up nice and tall, look straight ahead. Now we'll take a nice deep breath, lifting those arms overhead, and then relaxing the shoulders as you come back down. Try not to overly strain your neck here, right? So when we're breathing in, you're gonna try to send that breath deep down into the belly. You're going to try to expand and contract your rib cage with your inhales and exhales. But you really want to try your best not to shrug your shoulders up or strain the muscles that live within your neck. So yeah, send that breath deep down to the belly. Another way you can think about this is whenever you're inhaling, you're going to try to breathe down into your chair, into your seat. Send that breath all the way down into your seat and relax. Let's do that one more time. So send that breath really, really low as you inhale, and then we'll do a nice passive exhale. Very nice. Okay, hands on your lap. Let's make sure we pull the chin back and just sit up tall. And from here, we'll rotate the head from side to side. You're trying to keep your eyes on the same horizontal plane the whole time. You can keep your eyes open or closed, it's totally up to you. Pay attention to maybe some of the tension you might be carrying in your facial muscles. Think about your jaw. Are you clenching your jaw? Are you scrunching your eyebrows? Are you squinting? And usually awareness to those areas is enough to just start to get the muscles to relax. Very nice. Let's bring the head back to center. And this time again, we're going to sit up tall. Think of being lifted up by the top of your head. You're going to drop your ear down to one shoulder. So the trick here is to look straight ahead. Try not to look down at the floor. You should feel a nice gentle stretch through the side of your neck. And we'll switch. Again, you're just going to do that little scan of your muscles, especially the muscles within your face. And then switch, moving really slow here. So the muscles that you're stretching on the side of the neck are also going to be the muscles that will help you to pull your head back up to center. So again, switch. You'll feel the muscles stretch on the side of the neck. Just pay attention to them, because as you bring your head back to center, you're going to notice those are the same muscles that fire up and contract to bring you back up. We'll do that once more on each side. You can just hold this here if you'd like. But if you want, you can also take your hand, place it on top of your head. So if I'm tilting my ear to my left shoulder, I'm going to use my left hand. And then with my right hand, I'm going to just hold on to the underside of the seats, hold onto the chair leg, or just let my arm dangle. Sometimes the weight of the arm is enough. Beautiful. And I always like to just shake my shoulder around a bit as I let my head return. And same thing on the other side, so ear to shoulder. Like I said, you can just hold it, or you can let the arm dangle. You can hold onto the leg of your chair and bring your hand to the top of your head. And I'm really not pulling down hard here. It's just to amplify the stretch just a tad bit more. Shoulder out, slowly let your head return back to the center position. All right, next one, you're going to bring your nose to an armpit. Choose a side. Or you can hold this like this, but I'm going to take my hand, the same side hand. So if I'm smelling my right armpit, I'm going to take my right hand, place it on top of my head, and then pull my nose even further down. So you should feel this if you're on the right side. You're actually going to feel the stretch on the opposite side, on the left, and vice versa. It can be a little bit uncomfortable in the neck here, so just make sure that you can still breathe comfortably. If you find that it feels a little choky or it's hard to breathe, then you can back off. ease out. Same thing on the other side. So you're gonna bring your nose towards your armpit. You can just hold this position, or you can take your hand, place it on top of your head, and further pull down. We're going to take some nice deep breaths. And go slowly exit. Okay, this one's really important that you make sure your head's not pushed forward like this. So you're going to pull your chin back and really think of being lifted up by the top of your head. And from here, you can start to flex and extend your head. So you're going to look down towards the ground. Think of lengthening the muscles in the back of the neck by using the weight of your head. And then we're going to slowly look up. So again, elongate your neck first. Get good posture before you elevate your chin. Very gentle stretch through the throat. You'll just pause there for a moment or two and then slowly come back. It's really easy to clench the jaw in some of these positions, so just always do that little scan and notice if you're biting down hard, and if that's the case, just shake it out. Relax those jaw muscles. One more time, down and up. And all right, nice tall neck before you bring your chin back. Very good. Okay. And we'll do some gentle rotations with the head now. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And really just visualize all of the vertebrae that lives within the neck, right? That uppermost portion of your spine, making up what we call the cervical spine. You have 7 cervical vertebrae. I want you to just visualize those bones, visualize the joints between the bones, and just make sure all those joints are getting a little bit of movement. Change direction. You're not necessarily trying to stretch deeply here, but you're just trying to get movement through all of the joints that live within the neck. And fantastic. Let's bring the head back to center. Let's go move into the shoulders, very deeply connected to the neck muscles. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Forward or backwards, doesn't matter. We'll do both. And very nice. Change directions. And just breathing. And good. All right, we can bring the hands kind of to the armpits, and I call this one the chicken wing. I'm going to bring the elbows up and down. Right. If you find that you get any pinching in your shoulders as you lift your arms up, you're going to stop right before that point and then come down. It's called an impingement. And some people might feel this, especially if they've had shoulder injuries in the past or imbalances in their shoulder muscles. So just be mindful of that, move slowly. We're going to keep the elbows up high now. You can bring the fists to your chest, and we're going to open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then bring the fists back to the chest. And you can start to move your upper spine a little bit, so you can even pop your chest out as you bring your arms back, and then round out your upper back as you bring your fists to your chest. And good. You can shake it out just to let your arms relax. The next one is the candy wrapper. So you're going to bring both arms out to the side. Now, I'm just going to turn a bit. As one shoulder rolls forward, you can imagine you're dumping out a cup of coffee onto the floor in front of you. The other shoulder is doing the opposite. So you're going to pour the cup of coffee out behind you, and we're going to switch. Twist. You can think of the ends of a candy wrapper. If you're twisting the ends of a candy wrapper, that's what you're doing with your arms. Now the trick here again is to make sure that you're moving your shoulder joint. So make sure it's not just the wrist moving, you're really rolling from the shoulders. Okay, 2 more, and good. And give yourself a little rest in between because this can be a little tough. Next one, you're going to take your one hand, bring it behind your head, and you're reaching down your back. Simultaneously, the other hand is going to come under, and reach up towards your fingertips. So you're trying to connect your hands behind your back, but it may not happen. So just get as far as you feel comfortable going without pain, and then we're going to switch. So here, the other hand comes behind the head. This hand at the bottom, I'm using the back of my hand, and I'm going to glide up, trying to get my fingertips to connect behind the back. And you can always shake it out between each repetition too. Good. Reach back. And we'll do that once more on each side. Shake, shake, shake. Try your best not to hold your breath here too. So just breathe comfortably as you're reaching. And good. Let's bring the palms together. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms overhead, and open up. Good. Breathe in. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Let's go back to the shoulder rolls. So again, my shoulder rolls, you may be able to explore a larger range of motion through our second time around here. Good. And let's change directions. And one more. Good. All right, let's do our little chicken wing here, up and down. Okay, it's called abduction and adduction of the shoulders. Lifting the elbows up high, or as high as you feel comfortable. And now we'll keep the elbows up. You can make fists, bring it towards your chest. We're going to open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And when you bring your fist to your chest, you can also kind of round out here, slouch into your chin. Okay, a couple more. And good. Okay, you can relax. Just let some blood flow return to your fingertips. Give those deltoid muscles, those shoulder muscles, a little rest there. And again, we're going to bring the arms back up, twisting from little bends here. We're just moving in opposite directions. And you may feel that fatigue in your shoulders as you go through these movements. And your deltoids are responsible for lifting your arms up. So as we're holding our arms up nice and high here, those muscles, because they're pretty small, they start to get pretty fatigued. Good. And relax. The beauty of those small muscles that tend to get fatigued easily is that they tend to recover quickly too. So now we're going to reach back. You're trying to connect your fingertips behind your back and switch. You have different types of muscle fibers that live within your body. Some of them are designed so that they have kind of low output. They're not very strong, but they're designed to recover quickly. So also muscles that are involved in walking, and that's why you can walk for a lot longer than you can sprint. Those muscles tend to recover really quickly even as you're walking, versus some of the muscles, you have a lot of powerful muscles like in your legs too, where they're meant for explosive strength. So they're designed to really be able to like help you lift up heavy things or jump over a puddle. Those work really quickly. They're high, they use a lot of energy, and they take a long time to recover, which is why you feel sore after doing strenuous exercise. And relax. And it's really important that we train all of them. Bring the hands together. It also means that some types of exercise you can do regularly and daily, and then other types of exercise you might need longer rest periods. gap between as well. Walking is typically something that we can do every day unless it's something that really depletes your body. But yeah, weightlifting, perhaps something we just do a couple times a week to allow the body to recover between sessions. And one more, breathe in and open up. Very good. Okay, let's move into the spine a little more. Although we have already been moving the spine, let's bring the hands to the knees here. We'll do some gentle cat-cow. So think of slouching into your chair, rolling onto your tail, bringing your chin to your chest, and pointing your chest towards the floor. That's flexion. And then you're going to slowly lift up, lift your tail, your chest, and your chin up towards the ceiling, rocking forward on your seat. And this is a good time to take a nice deep inhale. All right, and slowly around into that flex position again. And I want you to move nice and slow with this. In the same way that you visualized the joints that live within your neck, you can now start to visualize your entire spinal column. And think of your spine, and think of just getting a little bit of movement through each joint. The joints that live between each vertebrae. And lift up again. Let's do that one more time in each direction. And lift. Just make it a nice, comfortable pace for yourself. Good. All right, come back to center. We're going to move laterally. So you're reaching overhead, getting a nice stretch through the side of your body. You're bending. And switch. So you can support yourself by placing your hands on your waist, across your lap. I have a nice big bench here, so I can place my hands on the bench. But if you want, you can also hold on to the leg of your chair, whatever feels most comfortable for you to be able to do this. Okay, keep breathing. One more. And good. Okay. The next one, you have a couple options, and it also depends on if you have a backrest or not. We're going to just reach back. So I want you to show me your palms, and you're going to pop your chest forward, slightly elevate your chin, and you're reaching back with your fingertips. So you're reaching backwards and down. Think of squeezing your shoulder blades together. Now, if you have, if you can access the legs of your chair, the back legs of your chair, you might be able to hold on to that. For me, I can hold on to my bench here like this. For others, you might just have to hold this position. If you can even interlace your fingers and then pull your shoulders back. That's a tough one to do, but if you can access that, you can play around with that too. But the idea here is really opening up those chest muscles, really pulling the biceps back, and then slightly elevating the chin. It's like the opposite of what we spend most of our day doing. And you can also take some nice deep inhales and exhales to really open up the anterior, the front part of your chest even more. And come back. It might be a little exhausting to be there, because if we spend all day like this, then doing the opposite can be quite the challenge. Now let's take both hands, put it on the outside of one of your legs. You're going to sit up tall. And we're just going to pull ourselves into a nice gentle spinal twist. So abdomen moves, chest moves, you're turning your head as well, so that you can twist every segment of your spine. So again, just a nice gentle stretch here. You should be able to breathe. Might be a little bit restricted, but you don't want it to be uncomfortable or painful. Good. Release. Let's go to the other side. And gentle twist. There's no need to force this one. Look over your shoulder and see if you can just take some nice gentle breaths. Okay, come back. One more time on each side. And remember to turn your head too. That's part of the spine. And we're turning the neck. And relax. And switch one last time here. And good, you can release. Come back to center, just shimmy around, get everything moving. And we'll move down into the leg now. We're gonna do all the exercises on one side, so this leg is gonna get really tired, and then we'll do all the exercises on the other. So choose a leg that you want to start with. We'll start with 5 high knees. So we're just lifting up the knee like this and coming back down. Everything on the same side to start. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Next one is our front kick. So you're lifting, kicking, bringing it back and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Just shake it out in between exercises if you need to. Point your toes, lock up the knees. So we're still working on the same leg. We're going to do a straight leg raise. 1, 2, 5 times. 3, 4. This time we'll hold it and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, relax, shake it out. Plant the heel on the ground. Slight bend to your knees, back straight. Push the abdomen forward, and we're going to hinge. We'll do this 5 times as well. So just a nice gentle stretch. Come down, and then come back up. 1. Come back down. Feel a gentle stretch. We won't pause there for very long. 2. Come back down. Breathe out. Try not to round your back. You're leaning with your abdomen. 3. 2 more. On the last one, we're going to hold for a nice 10 seconds. 4. And last one. Let's just hold it. So find a position that feels comfortable. You should feel a gentle stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Come back out. Shake the leg. It's like what I'm doing is I'm rocking on my heel, so it's like I'm waving with my foot here just to shake the leg out. And then you can open and close the knee. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we're starting with our 5 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to do a front kick. Lift, kick, back, down 5 times. 2, 3, 4, last one, lift, kick, back and down. Good, shake it out. Okay, straight leg raise. So point your toes, lock out the knees so it's completely straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Okay, now you want that slight bend in your knee. Your heel is down, back is straight, abdomen forward. We're gonna reach down towards the toes. Again, just feel a gentle stretch and then come back up because we're doing this 5 times. Come back up, breathe out. 2, I usually like to just breathe, move with my breath here. Exhale, 3. Inhale, come back up. 2 more. 4. And then on this last one, we'll hold it there for 5 seconds. So you can just breathe normally as you're down there. And good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Again, just wave with your foot, rocking on your heel. Open and close the knee just to get some blood flow back into those muscles that we're moving. And good. Let's go back to the other side. So 5 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Front kicks, same leg. 1, lift, kick, back and down. 2, lift, kick, back, down. 3, 1, back and down. 4, lift, kick, back, down. That's 5. Point your toes, lock out the knees. We're doing our straight leg raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Heel down, slight bend to the knee. We're going to do our 5 reaches. So you gotta like to breathe out, breathe in, breathe out as you come down, breathe in as you come back up. 2, 3, 4. Remember on the last one, we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. And hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly exit that stretch. Very nice. Shake it out. Open and close the knee. And switch. So again, at all the movements on the same side. This final round here. 1, 2, we're going to our high knees. 3, 4, and 5. Front kick, so lift, kick, back and down. That's 2. 1, 2, lift, kick, back and down. 3, 4, one more, and 5. Let's extend the legs, so no bending in your knees here. Point the toes, and we'll do our straight leg raise. 1, try not to lean back with this one. 2, 3, 4. Last one, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Good. You can plant the heel on the ground. Tiny bend in your knee. Tail up nice and high. And we're going to breathe out. Breathe in to come back up. Breathe out to come down. 2. Breathe in. Take your time with this. 3. 4. And last one, this time we're going to just hold the position for 10 seconds. So you don't have to hold your breath, you're really just gonna hold the position. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Come on back up. Give the leg a nice shake, rocking on your heel from side to side. Open and close the knee. Very nice. Let's do a little bit of core work here. We're going to play with some rotational movements. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to start with your hands on top of your shoulders. You can imagine you're serving 2 platters of food here. Keep the elbows close to your body to start. So what you're going to do is you're going to think of one elbow and you're going to bring it down towards your hip. If you can even think about putting it into your back pocket. So you're not just bending sideways, you're going to bend sideways and kind of rotate a little bit too. All right, and let's try the other side. The other side comes down. I'm not just side bending, but I'm side bending and pulling the elbow back slightly. It's a little bit of a weird movement. And let's just try that from side to side a couple times. So you're bringing the elbow down to your hip. Notice how the other side, when you do that, really lengthens. So as you compress one side of your body, the other side lengthens. You compress, the other side lengthens. And one more time. Very nice. Okay, now we'll add a little bit more to this. So here, we're pulling the elbow down towards the hip. The other arm is going to press forward and up. Good, and we're going to switch. So now I'm going to pull this extended arm down and press with the other side. Let's go back and forth. Go slow. right? If you can really pull your elbow back and down, you may feel your lats. That's the muscle that was like kind of underneath your shoulder, but underneath your armpit really. And you might feel a little bit of a cramping there. That's a very powerful muscle, involved in climbing, involved in rotating. Press. Yeah, just feel this to start. We're just warming up this movement. With the second round, we'll do this with a little bit more gusto. It's called a coil. And good, last one. Very nice. Okay, let's go into a wider stance here. What you're looking to do is you're going to imagine you have a big sandbag or a ball between your legs. You're going to pick it up, and I want you to use your legs to help with this. So I don't want you to lift with your lower back muscles. You're going to drive your feet into the ground, and see how that pushes you back up. So we're going to use that momentum, and I want you to imagine you're chucking the ball over your shoulder. You think of, filling up a bucket of water and then using your legs, tossing it over your shoulder. Okay, but all that power is coming from the legs, and I'm just alternating which side I'm doing here. Use the legs, and it's really just about pressing the soles of the feet into the ground. Right, bringing it over the shoulders. You can go slow, especially for this round. All right, one more time on each side. Over the shoulder, come back down, over the shoulder, and come back down. Very good. Okay, you can bring your legs back in. You can imagine you're holding a baseball bat. You can interlace your fingers if you'd like, or I just like to cup one hand over the other. And I'm gonna bring the baseball bat over one shoulder, and we're just gonna swing across, bring it over to the other shoulder, swing across. And we're just gonna go back and forth. If you'd like, this is also a great one to perform standing up. And you can also get your hips and your feet into it, but you can also do it from seated. Okay, so it's up to you. Back and forth. Swing. And we're really just drawing that nice like horizontal line across the body here. Nice and slow. And good. Okay, good work everyone. So let's go back to that first movement, the coil. Hands up, elbow down, other arm comes up. And we're going to switch. Right, we're doing it with a little bit more gusto this time. So you can hear me doing that nice sharp breath out. That helps me give a little bit more power to the core muscles. Very good. A couple more times. And final one. Very good. Wide stance. Remember, we're using the legs here. So we're holding a ball, bucket of water, sandbag, whatever, and throw it over the shoulders. Over the shoulders. The body is meant to rotate. And it's designed with rotation. We're not robots. So use your feet. Push the feet into the ground. Let your torso rotate. Obviously, we don't want to do this really quickly all at once without doing it with a warm-up. But now that we're warmed up, we can do it with a little bit more power. One more time on each side. Over the shoulders and over the shoulders. Good. All right, we're going to take our baseball bat, swing, swing. Right. If you are seated, you can also still rotate. Right. You can see I'm trying to lift my hips off of the seat, but that's why it's always nice to play with this one. Standing, you can see my feet are swinging, and that really allows my hips to turn from side to side. So my whole body is facing this way, and then as I swing, my whole body faces this way. And that's where all that power really comes from. Swing and swing. Obviously, you'll be a little bit more limited if you're sitting in your seat, but try not to just move your arms, turn your torso, turn your hips, and try to be a little less chair bound. Swing from side, and good. Very nice. Okay, let's go from a seated position now to standing. So plant your feet on the ground, use your hands if you need to, and we're gonna stand up. So you're shifting your weight forward, stand up nice and tall, and we'll go from seated to standing a couple times here. So hips come back, start to bend the knees, use your hands if you need it, and come back down. Try not to plop onto your seat. Again, we're gonna shift the weight onto the feet and come up. Hips back, so butt comes back. Try not to let your knees buckle in. Good. I see a lot of people do this where they're coming up and then they have to press on their legs. I want you to try your best to use just the power of your legs here. So once we get here, you're just pressing hard the soles of your feet into the ground. Hips back. Good. 2 more times. Come forward. Use your legs. Press. The most powerful parts of your body live within your legs here. And good. We'll stay standing this time. So as you come up, stay upright. Good. Feel free to bring your chair in front so you have something to hold on to if you need it. Now, if you are holding onto your chair, I wouldn't shuffle too far away from it. You want to always have like a hand on it. Here. We're going to do a shuffle here. Shuffle back. Okay, now if you have more space and you feel comfortable leaving your chair behind, we're going to shuffle a little bit more. But like I said, if your chair is here and you need to hold on to it, you're just going to do side to side, okay? If you can, go a little bit further. Notice I'm doing a little bit of a skip here. So I step, as this leg comes in, I kind of replace the foot, replace the foot. But do what you feel comfortable with. We're doing just a lateral movement, side to side. Okay, good. Now we'll do, we call a crossover. And be very careful with this one here. Hold on to your chair to start. You're gonna cross in front. Good. And then coming back, we can start with just like the crossing in front and come back. Cross in front, come back. If you can also play around with crossing behind. So instead of stepping in front with the foot, I'm stepping behind. Good. So if you're just holding onto your chair, just play around. You can alternate cross in front, then cross behind, cross behind. If you're not holding onto your chair, we can go cross in front, cross behind, reset. Cross in front, cross behind. Okay, I know it's a little bit tricky. If you're someone who likes dancing, those people tend to get it really quickly. So you can play around with this, cross. But just do what feels safe. Just play around, and you could also just cross like this, right? If you're holding onto your chair, just alternate and then cross behind, behind. So play around. You can mix them up and play with that too. And good. Okay, now plant the feet down. You can hold onto your chair if you need it again. I like to have a slight bend to my knees, and I'm going to shift my weight over. Now we're working on our balance a little more. Shift my weight over to one leg, and I'm elevating the heel of the other. You can have your arms out if you need it. And good, shift over to the other side. So go as far as you can without feeling like you're gonna topple over, but you wanna be a little bit challenged in your balance here. So your ankles should be a little wobbly. You might feel your toes engage in the ground. Maybe your hips are working. You might feel your knee making some adjustments. But just find that sweet spot where you feel like, okay, I'm challenging my balance, but I don't feel like I'm gonna fall over. For some people, it might mean that they have to pick up the foot all together, and that's great. Good, switch again. Good. Now again, if you feel comfortable, you can do this without the support of your chair, but I would recommend it to start. You're going to shift and do a little leg raise. Shift, leg raise. You might feel a muscle fire up on the side of your hip. So lift your leg up. Leg raise, come back down. Leg raise, come back down. A couple more times. One more time on each side. Woo, shake out the hips. You might feel this kind of achiness in the side of the hips here. Okay, next one, you're gonna do a little reverse step. Come back, so I'm just stepping behind, and you'll see that I'm just using my toes here. So here, just a gentle tap with my foot. Tap with the foot. And I'm really not putting weight down, I'm just tapping, so I'm not leaning into it. You'll notice that my body kind of tips forward here to be able to lift, bring the leg back. If I don't tip forward, what's going to happen is I'm going to shift and then I'm going to put the weight back into the leg, and that's not what I'm looking for here. I'm basically balancing on one foot and just being really gentle. So again, you can use this with your chair as well. Okay, and then advanced mode, if you want to play around with this, again, you can hold onto your chair. You're going to tap, come back up, high knee, and down. Switch to the other side. Lean forward and tap. That same leg is going to swing up and down. Be very careful with this one. Lean forward, leg comes back, tap. Bring the torso back up to bring the knee up. It's really hard to do if your torso is forward and you try to bring your knee up like this. You really need to lift the torso up to be able to lift the knee. Back, high knee, and one more time. Back, and high knee. Very good. Okay, let's go into a wide sumo stance here. Your toes can be pointing out on a 45-degree angle. You start by moving the hips backwards, right? So your butt moves back first. And notice my chest does tip forward a little bit, but I'm ultimately pulling my butt backwards, and then I'm going to sink into the squat, press to come back up. Right, hips back, sink down, and back up. Hips down, sink, back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. One more. And up, very nice. Okay, shake out the legs. Feel free to sit if you'd like, or you can remain standing. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths. Soften your knees, give yourself a little hug here. Inhale. And exhale, hug. 2 more. Stay standing, just let your arms fall to your side. Excellent work, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. Great work.